Hey crafters, it's me, Jen Evers. Did you miss this whole introduction? It went live, I was live on the screen, and then somebody said you only see waiting. Oh no! I'm sorry, you guys. Hey, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and I've just talked my head off, and you've missed it all. Let me just rewind a little bit. I've got one started here. Wow, I can't believe that happened to me. I pressed the button and everything. Well, these things happen. So let's just start over. I've got my rainbows. Brenda Gentry's super excited. Thank you for that. Hello to everyone who's here. And this is what we're headed for today. We're going to make ones that look like this. Super duper cool. Love it. And then we will create a couple of cards as well. I'm so sorry you guys missed that beginning. I'm just kind of reiterating everything I said. This one was my favorite, so we're going to start with that. And I'm using the 4-inch one. We also have a 3 3/4-inch one. But if you do the 4-inch one, then all you have to do is cut down your paper to 4x4. Super easy. Excellent. All right, so that kind of catches you up. I opened up all my inks. I gave every ink a brush so that I wouldn't have to wash brushes in between, so make it go a little bit quicker. And I set this up to do my favorite one first. So all I did was do a light bit of color and then darken it on the edge. Alrighty, let me go ahead and just change this 2 turns so that this comes over here. And if in between you don't want your colors to like get all mixed up and stuff, you just go ahead and wipe that ink off. Alright. And then switch it. So I have it here. If I have it here and I'm going to do the sides, I'm going to go 1 turn, 2 turns so that it goes up to the top. I hope that makes sense. If I missed anything because I said it before and I happen to miss it this time, let me know. I'm sorry, you guys. That's crazy. Okay, so I did blue. Now I'm going to switch to, I'm kind of copying this one. I did a blue one. Now I want to do like a pink and purple. So I'm going to have to bring in a couple of other colors, which I don't do with all the other ones, but that's okay. So I'm going to bring in a pink to go with my purple, because that I have out. So I'm going to use the one I have for purple. I'm going to do pink first. Oh, you know what I should probably also mention? When I do this technique, what I like to do is put a little bit of ATG tape on the back. You can see there's just a tiny bit there, to make sure that this doesn't move a lot, even though I have that down. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And now I'm just putting down a light coat of pink. So I get my pink there. I'm going to go ahead and just rub that off a little bit on my towel. And then I'm going to go in with my purple, and I'm going to go heavy-handed on the left side. And like I said in the beginning too, if you guys missed it, that looks cool. So we've got a darker side and a lighter side, and they are going to overlap. And the reason why I'm using oxides is because they overlap really nicely. You're snowed in? Oh my. All right, so that was the purple one. We're going to lift up and remove it, and we're going to turn it twice, but because I want to do this I want to wipe it off in between. I'm going to get my blue. These are the rags that work really the best, are these. Some people can't stand the feel of them. They don't really bother me. I know some people just are like, ooh, I can't touch that. It just feels weird. But I'm going to keep that nearby. And then, like I said before, I'm going to do this 2 turns. 1, 2. And then I'm going to do this side. I have a piece of tape here as my hinge, but I'm really not even going all the way up. I'm just kind of taking that piece up. I hope that makes sense. If you've got questions, type them all in caps and use my name so I can find you. Okay. So the next one that I have, I did another kind of a teal and a blue, or like a green and a blue, but I think on this one I'm going to do the orange and yellow first. So first I'm going to do the yellow. And remember, the first one is your lightest color, so you don't want to go too crazy. And it looks like I'm not going to get too much of a yellow, only because I might have had another color on there and I was too quick to fix it or clean it off. And then I'm going to go in with the orange, and I'm going to go heavy-handed on that side. Then we've got an orange to yellow. And wipe off in between. How much you wipe off is how much cleaner of a color you're going to get on your paper. I'm not really that worried about some of my colors mixing, so I'm not going to be super careful or super worried about that. And then the last one I'm going to do like that blue and that green. So I'm going to add a little bit of green on this side. Actually, I think I'm going to add a little bit of blue. I'm going to do a light blue. Then I'm going to add some green. I'll go dark green on this one. Ooh, there we go. Oh, see, now I went over the edge of mine. If you want to tape off that edge so that doesn't happen to you, you go ahead and do that. But I went over it a little bit. So now I have a halo of color in the middle. You can stop that from happening by taping off wherever it doesn't cover from here on with another big piece of purple tape or something, but I haven't done that. I think the halo looks kind of cool, so I'm not going to worry about it. But here's two different colors of that same kind. Now I could go darker on the orange on this one if I want, or darker with the blue, whatever you want to do to make it stand out. Alrighty. Okay, let me wipe that one off and let's move on and do another one. You guys, maybe I should let you guys pick. Do you want to see the polka dotted one? Or the greenery one? These two are one of my favorites. Either the snow or the leaves. You guys vote while I clean this off and then we'll move on. Just going to set them right there. So this piece is going to stay right where it is. And I'm just going to move the stencil and replace it with another stencil. So this one comes up. I can still reuse my purple tape, so I'm going to keep that. So Brenda, was this what you were thinking it might be? I'm hoping that you still really are enjoying it. That was my green one. I should maybe color coat this with tape. That'd be awesome. Whoa, a whole bunch of leaves. Okay, we're doing the leaf one. Now here's the idea again. If you want to cover the whole thing, you can put it over the top of the whole thing. But if you want something in the middle, I'm going to cover up my pink because I'm not using pink again. I don't think. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other one. I'm going to line mine up with the point here and the point here. You could do it any way you want. I'm just kind of sticking with the same thing to show you guys how it works. It's super simple. And then on the back of my paper, I'm going to put my little piece of ATG tape so that it sticks down and I don't lose it, doesn't run away on me. And then I'm going to show you what we're headed for. I've got two of this type. I'm going to show you the difference. Can you see the difference between these two? I'm going to have to grab another couple of greens. I have them right next to me. The difference between the two is that I added an extra color to this one. And the reason being is like sometimes the more you layer up, the more awesome it looks. Just have to play around with it, keep doing them, and see what you get. So I'm going to attempt to do one that's similar to that. I used cracked pistachio, because that's a lighter green. And then I used peeled paint, because that's my favorite green. And then I used, last but not least, pine needles. Okay, these are all also oxides. And I'm going to use the green one for that. So because I'm starting out with a lightest green, I'm just going to go ahead and rub some of that ink off of here because I don't want too much of it on there. And this time we're going all the way around with each one. So I'm putting the light green on all 4 sides. So I'm not going to switch right away. I'm going to do 4 sides, then switch, do all 4 sides, then switch. Oh, Brenda, well, I hope it was fun while you were here. So here's the lightest one. This is the pistachio. I can be pretty heavy-handed with this because it's super light. I'm also getting a little in the middle. Whoopsie-doo. If you, like I said, if you don't want that to happen, go ahead and mask off. If you get the wider purple tape, which I think we're going to get some of that in, you can mask off a thick layer on the end like this, but it would be a lot bigger. Or you can take another piece of paper, which I have right here. Hey, Jacqueline! And put that on the side, just so you don't go over into your card. But, like I said, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Only because this is just for showing you guys how it goes. So I'll try to keep an eye on what I'm doing there. Because that always has to come up when you flip. See, and then I don't have to wipe that off each time if I'm doing all 4. I just do my inking and then pick it up and move it around. Alright, there's my 4 of the pistachio. Got a little dark because I did start with a darker green, but that's okay. And we're going to wipe off that green. And let's cover that one. That was cracked pistachio. Now we're going to move on to peeled paint. I love this one because it reminds me of Old Olive. Alright. We're going to use the same green. And this time it doesn't matter which corner or side we start with because we're going to do all 4 of them. So my green one, we'll go ahead and do this one. I think I might want to move this one just a little bit. Do the corners and see what I did with that one. Okay, I want to show you the difference here. The reason why the dark one shows up a little bit less is because I moved my stencil out to just crack the corner there, so you could kind of move those around as well. So now this one, I think I'm going to do focus on the outside a little bit more. Okay, so I'm not going to come all the way to the edge because then you're going to see those other colors. Pretty sure I moved the stencil on this one. So maybe we'll try another one after this one. So I'll try to stay towards the edge so we can still pick up on both of those green colors. That's so pretty. I love this color. And then I'm going to do corners. So if I want to do corners, I'm going to put my corner right here, the one that I want to do. And I'm going to do a dark green this time, but I think I'm going to back this up. I only want my dark green to go just on the corner there. So I back up my stencil, press it back down, and then I can jump into the darkest green. So let's get rid of this one. And we're going in with pine needles, and this one's super dark. So I lift it up, that's what we get. So instead of putting on the whole side, I'm going to go 1, 2 corners over, and I'm going to do this corner. How cool is that? All right, and then I'm going to move over to that corner. Neat. onto this corner. I must have moved the other one to get those little... Do you see how I moved that one out a little ways? So we got some of those flicks coming in here. Here's the difference. Oh, and we also got a circle. I must have done, you know what? I might have done corners. Let's try that too. Let's go out. I'm going to put this back in here and I'm going to go over that color one more time. I'm going to move my stencil. First, I'm going to wipe it off real quick here. So experiment with it. Doesn't have to be the same every time. I thought I would try the same, but who knows? I was just playing and enjoying and not even thinking about it. I'm going to do corners this time and I'm going to go out a little bit further. So wherever I put it, it doesn't matter where I put it. What matters is that I leave it there for the whole round so that you either get the exact same square or the little corners of the circle. This time I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use cracked pistachio and put a little bit more light green in there. I'm going to try to get some of that color off of here so we don't get it too dark. Put away the pine needles. How was your week, you guys? Like, I feel like I'm just talking to myself here today. I'm going to jump right back into cracked pistachio here. Ah, Jill, you made it! That's so fun! Alright, so I'm going to kind of go into this corner. Let's see what we get. Oh, see, now we've got some coming in there. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm going to do this on the corners as well, same as last time. Yeah, that's cool. See, so sometimes you guess right. Sometimes maybe you don't like it until you add your third, fourth, fifth layer, and then you're like, whoa, that's so cool. So don't get, worried if it doesn't come out exactly what you were thinking. That's pretty. Ooh, no, I like that one too. Look, now I've got 3 of them. All a little bit different. Do you see that? Super cool. Okay, let's move those over. So where are we at with time? We've got time. I want to make sure I leave time to make a couple of cards at the end, at least 1 or 2. Because this is just so fun. I could just sit for an entire evening and just do this and nothing else. So let me let you guys pick your next one. I'm thinking either this one, the sunburst, or the stars. And then I'm going to move this stencil out and clean up while you guys vote. You can also use a baby wipe to clean these off when you're done, which I should probably do so I don't forget. Thanks, Jill. I'm just curious, while I have a lot of you guys here tonight, because Friday is usually our bigger amount of people that show up. Did any of you guys set a goal this year? Not necessarily a, what do you call it? Commitment, not a commitment. Why does I get on here and all my ideas are gone? A New Year's resolution. It doesn't have to be a resolution, but any of you guys trying to gain more muscle mass or lose weight or tone up or anything like that, I'm curious because it would be really cool if we could help each other. Sunburst in different colors. So let me show you the 2 that I came up with, just so you have an idea what they might look like. I'm seeing a lot of sunburst, so I think we're going to go with that one, even though I love the stars. Okay, let's do the sunburst, because that's the one that you guys like the most. All right, pull out another 4x4 card. I'm going to have to kind of decide You don't even need the palette for the template for this one really, but I'm gonna stick it in there anyway. It's just nice to have it in a certain spot. Stick it down with some ATG. Yes, I believe that after this sale today, we are going to do, I'm going to tape this down too with my purple tape. We are going to do a pre-order on these after this sale. So if you're interested in getting them, either the 4-inch or the 3 3/4 inch, just let us know. Penny will write down who said that they wanted one. So let's see, we're going to be lifting this up, maybe. So let's just hinge it on the top. That's good enough. And then, now, I'm going to have to go a little, smaller brushes if I want all, a little bit of each one, or the big brushes, and just be careful. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's do Roy G. Biv, but let's start out with yellow. So red, orange, yellow. There's yellow or orange, yellow and orange. I like it better if it doesn't hit the whole edge, if it just sprays out that way. And then I'm going to put red on this side. My red doesn't always turn out very red. I need to maybe get a different red. Red, yellow, orange. Oh, it was supposed to be red, orange, yellow. Well, it doesn't matter as long as you have all the colors, right? G for green. Blue. I love using these brushes. I don't care what I'm using them for. I just love using them. And violet. Purple. Now let's lift it up and see what we got. Oh, look at that. That turned out fab. Let's lift it up. Check it out. So pretty. Let's try something else. Here's the one I did last time. Very, very similar. Only see how I moved the circle? So you have to decide kind of where you want your circle to be. Careful not to break your stencil like I am. Just gonna wipe this off. I love the flour sack towels because these will help dry your stuff off real quick. You guys have to seek me out. Those of you guys who want to do weight loss with me, let me know. I'm serious. I'm serious. We're going to do this together. Might even make another little group so we can all talk to each other and not annoy everyone else. But let me know. Send me a private message if you were one that said that. I'm going to try to do a little bit on the inside and move out this time and see what we get. So I'm going to start with yellow. And that's because, oops, I forgot to put my paper in. Silly me. Goodness gracious. All right, a little bit of ATG on that. Now we're going to get some on the back, but that's okay. All right, get back to our yellow here. Make sure we get some on the paper this time. I could use a lot smaller of a brush here, but I'm just going to stick with what I have. That's a yellow. I'm going to skip the orange, and I'm going to do a little red. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use a little tiny brush here. Because this mixed with the yellow is going to give us a little orange anyway. So those who think that like these little ones aren't worth it, they totally are. Because these little brushes will help you get into spots that, the big ones can't get you into. This is pretty fun. And then I'm going to try to add a blue. I don't know if that will mix with this or not. Ooh. Let's rub some of that red off. Yeah, let's do some blue there. And then I'm going to finish, I think, with a purple on the outside. I didn't do any green, but that's okay. Do it any way you want. Ooh, I'm so excited. I want to see how this is going to turn out. Let's put a little purple over here. Why not, right? Oh, look how this turned out. Look how pretty. Okay, that compared to which one we did today. I think we did this one today. Yeah, so your choice, however you want that to look. How cool, right? My gosh. Okay, we need to do some cards now. So I'm going to take these. Probably shouldn't have done that because now I'm going to probably change my mind, but that's okay. I'm going to move these over to the side, put some caps back on to make some room. And if you want to know what colors I used today, I used Candied Apple, Lucky Clover, Wilted Violet, Mustard Seed. Oh, I forgot to put the stuff in the link in the description below. I'll put the links in the description below later. Salty Ocean and Carved Pumpkin. And then for the pink, I used Worn Lipstick. And I think I mentioned all the greens that I used. So let's go ahead and clean this up. Thought I brought over my things. Yeah, I did. So some of our new friends that just joined probably didn't hear. If anybody's hasn't started yet, would like to, is interested in trying to lose some weight, and you want to get some tips and tricks, and you want to stick with the same crafty family that you have here, let me know. I'm serious. I'm going to help you out. We can help each other. Encouragement, ideas, it's always a good time. But we might maybe make another group just so we don't annoy everyone who's like not into that. I just need a little accountability, and sometimes that's hard. I have more online friends than offline friends, so I'm just going to move these over. All I did was wipe down everything with a baby wipe, and then you can just take off all your pieces. If you're done, you know you're not going to use it again, toss these in the garbaggio. If you are, leave the tape on there. You can reuse it again another day. All right. Thanks, Jill. I really, really like this one. Really, really super like this one. Let's go ahead and make a card with that. Now, if you want a white border, I need to get that guy out of my way. Then cut yours down a little bit. Because what I did was I just made a flat 8x4, so we have 4x4 cards. Thick cardstock. And I'm just going to do a 4x4 card, but I might cut mine down a little bit. So 4 by 4, we're just going to do it at 4, flap it under, give it a score. And now we can pop this right onto a card front right there, bam, we're done. Or we can add stuff to it, or we can cut it down. So let's just try a couple of different things here. You could even put it this way because it's so little, it'll fit right in our A2 card anyway, because it's only 4. So this is so pretty. Should we spray this with like some kind of a... Yeah, we should. I gotta figure out what I did with it. I'm still learning where all my stuff is, you guys. Oh, nope, that one's not clear. Can't use that one. We'll end up with a big silver splotch in the middle. Looking for a clear one. Ooh, what's this one? Well, this is white linen. It might bring some of our color, lighten our color a little bit, but let's give it a shot. Always use a spray box and test spray. Ooh. That's white linen, so it's gonna water down the color a little bit, but it's also shimmery. Check that out. Look at the shimmer. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Sweetness. Let's dry that off a bit. I didn't do too much, so it should dry real quick. Yeah, it's almost dry. We're gonna dry it till it flattens out. And check that out. Oh my gosh, look at that shimmer. That's crazy cool. Holy cats, I love that. I'm gonna try to bring in this other trimmer here. I know that it's probably not very sharp. I'm going to cut off just a little bit. About 1/4 of an inch off each side, so there's going to be a teeny tiny border for this. So if anyone's interested, that was White Linen Shimmer Spray by Delusions, and I know we sold this in a complete set once before. I believe it was like a pre-order. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I have white all the way around the edge, but you could just as well put black around the edge, whatever you want to do. I think that's really pretty. Let's go ahead and I better keep this out. I might need it again. We could pop this up even. Wouldn't that be cool? We could cut a little hole out there. I do not have very many of my punches and stuff moved up here yet. And I don't think this is going to reach in there far enough. Nope. That's a bummer. I wanted to cut that circle out. I should have thought of that ahead of time. Nope. Okay, well, no big deal. What I wanted to do was cut this circle out and put the sentiment on the underside and lift this up, but that's not going to work. So maybe let's see how tiny my circle ones are. Love these. Oh, that one would work. Cuts a tiny bit into my yellow, but let's try it. Whoopsie-doo. Get back up there. Oh, I gotta move it back now. Got a little carried away. Okay. That's the part we're gonna cut off. I hope it doesn't cut off too much yellow. No, not bad. Use a sharp scissors for this, but don't hurt yourself. Oh my gosh. Because these are super duper duper sharp. I'm gonna stick it into my mat so I don't have my finger behind there. Wow. Heavy duty cardstock, man. Ooh. We might only get one card done, you guys. I'm really sorry. This was having so much fun making them. Then after this dries, I can go back in with my eraser if I have too much pencil marks showing. We do have a sale tonight for patrons only and a public sale tomorrow, so it's a sale weekend. I'm going to get rid of some of that pencil mark. Perfect. Look at that. Ooh. I love it. All right. So now what we have to do is just decide like where this is going to go and stamp our sentiment, which I'm going to have to pull from my little box here. Hey, Sharon. Yep, we're still live for a few more minutes. What do we want to say in this one? Wishing a year full of hearty laughs, smiling faces, and warm hugs. That's cool. Will that fit though? Oh, no, it's a little bit too big. Shucks. I gotta find some that are a little bit smaller. Oh! Oh, make a wish. Oh, shucky darn, it's so close. So close. It's your day. Yay! Will yay fit? Oh my goodness. That's gonna be way too close. I can't do it. At least you're not as old as you will be next year. Oh, I think that one's going to work. Let's do that. Let's take a poll. How many of you guys like the way I do my videos where I do a lot of stuff on the fly, but I have a plan of something in advance? Or do you rather have me have everything planned out and I just go and go and go and, you know, just ignore you guys? Pick one or the other. I'm curious. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to like set this where I think that I want this to go. And then I'm going to put a little line on the top and the bottom. And maybe one over here. So that I can see where it goes back again. And hopefully I won't touch the edge of my card here. Oh, it turned out! I'm so excited. Okay. Baby wipe, please. Baby wipe. We should all have like a little person running around our craft room where we go, baby wipe, and they just drop it in our hand. Like a surgeon. I'm busy doing this. Baby wipe. All right, let's go ahead and put, let's first put the stamp back so I don't lose that stuff because we're doing a sale after this. So we got to make sure things are nice and tidy when we leave here. I got stuff everywhere, you guys. Oh my goodness. Jeepers. Let's clean up some of this stuff. That's cool. Pat likes it how it is. Sharon likes it. She likes them all. Whatever works for me. Perfect as is. Thanks, Lisa. Bonnie, if we work on the fly, it's much more creative than planning it. That's true. I was just curious what you guys thought of that. I need my other tape, my foam tape. Oh, that one's not going to fit. Well, we'll just use less. Let's go ahead and cut this one in half. Almost half. Ooh. Ooh. This stuff is sticky, man. If you are ever wondering if this stuff that I sell is super sticky, yeah. Darn, that is sticky. I think I do still want a piece right there, though. All right, tape off. I am ready to see her dance, so invite your friends for next Friday. Ooh, do we want to start doing that again? It'll help me get me moving. I lost a lot of weight, or I mean I gained a lot of weight last year. Mostly because I sat here and did what I loved and didn't care about what I was eating. Alright, I'm going to follow those lines, which is why I'm standing up, so I can make sure I get them where they're supposed to be. Oh, my paper touched and it's stuck, and that was the end of that. It said, you're done. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase those little lines. That one you can't even see. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, I got pretty darn close. Close enough. That's really pretty. At least you're not as old as you will be next year. I think we have enough time to sneak out one more, don't we? So I really want to use this one. I love the way this one turned out. So let's go ahead and score one more. You want to scratch the top of my hat? Like that? What? Sharon Petty likes them planned except for the 10-minute cards. That makes total sense. Absolutely. When you say that, Sharon, do you mean like you wished I would have had this whole card already planned out and not just, you know, made it up as I went along? Or is that part okay? This one I'm not going to trim unless I absolutely have to. Nope, I won't have to. Get rid of some of this stuff that I have sitting around here. You can always keep these too and put them on, you know, somehow. If you do cut some off, that would be really fun. And I like that we're making different size cards today because I haven't done that in a while. Alrighty. That's so cool. See, we could put something, we could put a little saying in something and we could pop those shiny little guys right across there. That'd be so cute. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, yep, see, I'm glad I left this out. Because we need a little bit here. This one's going to have one that goes all the way across with those, so we're going to use that one up. Alright, so maybe we should stamp first. That's a really good idea. Kathy said I would like them planned and just go and we just watch at least once a month. People just like the on the fly. I like that idea. You know what? I can do more of those like on the fly thing. What does this one have? Thank you, especially for you. How about especially for you? Or thinking of you. Let's do thinking of you. I do another poll, but I'm going to have to get off here pretty quick here. So let's finish this one up. Thinking of you. Awesome. I always love when it turns out right. Cha-cha! I guess I slipped all my baby wipes into the garbage. Just gotta wipe this one off. Back on here you go. Because we gotta finish up this card. Awesome. Let's put a couple things away because we got a lot of stuff on here, man. A lot of stuff. This is gonna go straight across. Oh, cute. Kind of want to pop it up. Nah, we're going to put it straight down. Because I want to add those purple lines to it too. I'm going to show you how that looks. It's going to be so cool. And I'm going to cover up my boo-boo over here too. Ah, go me. And then these guys, let's try some wet glue. Now remember, not only are these a little bit stripy, but they also have that really cool shimmer on it. So it's going to add another little spark to this card. Oh no, that one wasn't quite as long. Oh, because I already cut one off. Oh, now it's stuck down, so we'll have to leave it. I don't think anyone will notice. What do you think? Shiny. That's so pretty. Oh. So there you go, guys. Easy handmade rainbow cards using the Gina K Wreath Builder template. The 4" by 4" template by Gina K. So if you guys really enjoyed this, you can make so much more than I was able to do in 1 hour. Definitely get yourselves one of these. I love it. They're so much fun. All right. Need to skedaddle so that I can get ready for set up for the patron only sale. Now don't come back here. Make sure to go to the private patron group so that you know where we are. If you come back here, there will be nobody here. All right, and then tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. we'll have the regular public sale, the Crafty Online Garage Sale, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're not Central, make sure that you figure out where you fall in that. And then I think next time I'll talk about the other video where we have to move one of the sale times to a Friday during the day because I get a chance to help my sister out with one of her appointments. I'm super excited to be there for her. So we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that video so that I can go and get back. All right? It's going to be so cool. I love hanging out with my sister. She's my bestie. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoy this and you have one, please make some cards. Post them in the Facebook group, Koala Crafts Community, so that we can see what you guys make too. Again, if you want one, let us know. We'll pre-order these. Also, everything is linked in the description box below. So if you need to get somewhere, and if last resort, go on over to koalacrafts.com and all the links will be there as well. And I cannot wait to see you guys next video.